Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gabriel, Mercado, and I'm running for the position of Executive Vice President for the next academic year. Before I start off listing my qualifications for this position, I want to say a short anecdote. Let me tell you all the story of how I joined SHIP. In the summer of 2012, I found myself here at the New Start program, the summer transition program here, after high school, before my freshman year of college. It consisted of me taking a couple classes and just getting to know all the resources here on campus. And one such resource was one of the resident advisors, or resident assistants, one of the resident assistants who told me about a group of engineers that meets every Thursday at 5 o'clock. At least that's how it was before. Every Thursday at 5 o'clock. So I kept that in the back of my head. However, it wasn't until the Engineering 102 class, in which we were told to go to a club fair as part of an assignment, in which I saw the SHIP booth, and I decided, hey, my resident assistant told me about this, I'll go to the first meeting, and I'll see how it is, maybe I'll like it. I didn't like it. I loved it. Right when I walked in, there was just so much familiarity with everybody. People walked up to me, asked me who I was, and I asked who they were, and it was just, you could tell that everybody there was happy to see each other for the first meeting of the year. I remember a couple of things from that meeting, like before academic coordinator, the position was academic chair, and that was changed to the first meeting. We all had to vote because Myra didn't want to be a chair. Also, I remember my resident assistant walking up when all the officers were explaining their position, and he was talking about how recruitment was a part of it, the national conference, the NRP, and E-Week, as well as social events. And funny thing, he's in this room right now. My resident assistant was the executive vice president that year, Eric Lone, sitting back over there. And he's the person who recruited me.
Yeah, what's up?
I made sure to attend as many events as I could that year, and I really wanted to improve myself with SHIP, which is why I'm sure you guys have heard like 3 times already that we got the Co-Freshman of the Year award. Jose, hi there. But I'd like to go along the responsibilities of the Executive Vice President and just list why I think I'm qualified for the position and what I'd like to change for it. So the first one that I'd like to talk about is E-Week. For my first year here, I was actually the E-Week MVP because I went to as many events as I could and I carried the We Love SHIP sign everywhere. One thing I don't like about E-Week, though, is that it's really fun, but it's just so competitive. And everybody always says, SHIP, let's beat them. It's not, oh, SHIP, they're pretty cool, they have a lot of members, they do all these community outreach events. First thing I always hear is, let's beat them when it comes to E-Week. And I really want to change that. I know we've made progress so far this year, like we had the party with EWB, which just helps us get more together and really get to know what E-Week is all about, which I'm not sure if all of you know this, but E-Week, it's always held the week of the 22nd of February because that was George Washington's birthday. And fun fact, he's actually regarded as the nation's first engineer for his work in surveying. But Engineers Week should really be about clubs uniting to learn about all the different majors and just getting along, because we're all here for the same purpose, to help people. So that's what we really should be working on during E-Week. Okay, recruitment, since I'm running out of time, I'm not that good at recruitment, so I'll just skip that. National Conference and NRP. The National Conference is November 5th through 9th, so we still have 204 days to plan for it. I'm actually going to the RLDC this weekend, so I'll get a lot of experience with conferences, and I also know Mario and Eric Leon, who are past VPs and current VP. And they've told me that they're willing to help me with both the conference and the NRP and any other problem I might have. And I will definitely ask for the help, so be ready. But for the conference, what I want to stress is getting more members to go to the conference, as well as being able to provide scholarships or through fundraisers and sponsorships by other companies in order to get more of us there. And I also want us to be more prepared for the conference as well. Like, practicing with resumes and interviews and other such things so that we know what to do at the conference and we all have a goal. And the last part is that the e-week that the Vice President is responsible for is social events. And I myself have participated in countless social events such as intramurals with sports against ASU and the professionals, certain picnics, and late-night social gatherings. And I just love spending time with Ship, and it's really my familia, and I'm sorry, Jessica, for taking so long. But I just want to emphasize how important those social events are towards this group chemistry that we have. And as Vice President next year, if you all vote for me, I'd like to really focus on having people outreach towards others, like just within the club, at a regular meeting, just get to know somebody else. That's pretty much all I have for you, and I just wanted to stress that if you vote for me, I can guarantee one thing, that I will do everything I can